Hey everyone, we got another Dino Roll. This is a limited one. When I take Google Translate to this text, it just says Dinosaur Rolling Limited 01. Same there. But I got off eBay from a seller called BMbamboo, and he listed it as Sandshoe, Sanshu. I don't know what that would mean. But basically, this is a green recolor of the standard brown color, which I did review previously. Alright. So, standard box, standard card, and you can register this on some sort of app, which I'll show you in a moment. So there's only 100 of this green color, so it's quite limited. But you can ask BMbamboo to track things down for you. I have in the past. And there it is in the wild. Alright. Oh, there used to be a coin right there, but I guess you put it over here on the side. So this number does match up. Oh, and it does actually say Triceratops. That's cool. So this is legit, I guess. Although it is expensive for me to own a metal coin for a figure. I mean, I've had to pay for that. You gotta be really careful pulling these out of the foam because they're very delicate parts, and these are rigid plastic, so you could easily break something just snagging it. So I think the bag is there to help protect the foam from scratching the paint, but you can see these sharp points that would pierce the bag. So just taking it out of the bag could be problematic in itself. Typical of the Dino Rolls, you have this cool cartoon skeleton fossil thing. It looks like it's in rock, really neat, but sadly it doesn't tell you what the figure is. You just gotta know. And it's rolling, I assume, a dinosaur egg that looks more like a geode to me. It's got some funky shapes on it, and those are painted with a faded white to blue, it looks like. The whole geode is like a darker green to a very lime green, and then you got some off-white and black dots on it. So you got some brown claws or toes on this Triceratops with a little bit of dry brushing, it looks like. And then, yeah, it's generally a yellow bottom with a couple tones there, and then you can see it transitions to green, basically. And you can see the skin texture looks very much like an elephant or a rhinoceros, at least on the bottom. But as you go upwards, you know, it turns into more like scales. And then they had these, they're not spikes, but, you know, some sort of plates, I guess. And then you got the whole mane, or whatever this carapace is, and that looks very, very like stone-like, like masonry. Pretty short tail there, and yeah, all the textures in the front. One thing I don't like about the Triceratops is the way they molded the grooves and the horns. They look like they're fractured instead of like linear, right? I just don't see horns like this unless they're fossils already. But this is supposed to be a living Triceratops, right? There's a little bit of an ear canal, it looks like. I don't think I remember that from the brown one. And then you got these glass eyes with the black pupil. You just see the light in that eye. Very neat. And this one has a relatively white front horn and beak as well. A little pink on the side of the mouth. The nostrils have some depth to them. You can see the fine scaling there. And then there's a little bit of detail in the top of the mouth. I don't know if this one has a tongue. Oh, I guess it does, but it's just, you know, part of the bottom there. It's not floating in air, while the other ones do. So, yeah, raised little paw or claw, whatever you want to call that. The spikes here on the side have transitions of lime to the darker green. It's well painted. It's very well painted. A lot of colors going on and a lot of fading going on. There's a little bit of like white here. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. So to keep my fragile, brittle figures from colliding with each other and scratching each other's paint, if not breaking each other, I put these little strips of poster putty down. And then this acrylic thing on the table is a wedding card kind of thing. You buy a 50-pack of them. They're 9 by 5 centimeters. And then I have a Brother label printer, so I know what the heck this thing is. And so I just squeeze this down. Don't do it by the figure, because the legs will break. So you always want to hold it by the egg or whatnot. Just a little twist. So now I can still see the skeleton through the acrylic card, and now I also know what the thing is. But then I have other ones, right, with the same, so there's no way these are going to collide so much with each other and possibly break the fragile tails off. So that's how I've decided to standardize on my Dino Rolls. Let me get these on a spinner. So this is just a standard issue from the first wave of Dino Rolls, and that's still really cool, but for some reason, look at how glossy it is. I don't know why they gloss clear coated that thing. This is matte. That's what I would assume animals are like in most cases. So Triceratops here is from the fourth wave. Right. So it's really nice, you know, this has totally different color scheme. The eyes are even, you know, a different colored glass, and obviously this is a totally different design. So another reason why these acrylic bases I think are a smart idea is look how top heavy this is. It would be very easy for this thing to fall over and then crack off one of these side things, or the tail or something. So obviously with a wider base, it's gonna be less prone to damage, hopefully. Alright, well, that's today's Dino Roll. There's still a few others I'm going to pick up, so if you like this stuff, stay tuned. Thanks for checking this out.